Why is North Korea so powerful? Back in 1945, after years of Japanese occupation, the Korean Peninsula was split in half. The North would be ruled by the Soviet Union, and the South would be occupied by the United States. This division inadvertently created one of the biggest conflicts of the 20th century. As both sides raced to reunite the peninsula under their respective banners, tensions grew until finally, in June of 1950, the North invaded the South. This would kick off 3 years of war that would end with a stalemate and a divided Korea. But it established one key thing: the North's willingness to start a war. Fueled by a desire for revenge and an insatiable appetite for power, the North would spend the next 7 decades developing the capability to not just start a war, but to win one. Under the leadership of foreign dictator Kim Il-sung, the North began to rapidly industrialize, focusing heavily on the military. By the 1970s, they had developed the capability to produce tanks, artillery, and small arms. By the 1980s, they were producing nuclear-powered submarines, and by the 1990s, they were building long-range missiles capable of reaching targets thousands of miles away. All of this was made possible by a massive influx of Soviet and Chinese weapons and funding. At one point, the North even received 260 tanks from China every single day. While the North was rearming, the South was stuck in a cycle of corruption and economic stagnation. This made it difficult for them to build a strong military. In fact, by the year 2000, North Korea had almost 1 million active military personnel, compared to South Korea's 650,000. To make matters worse, the South's military budget was less than a third of the North's. Despite this, the North's military was woefully unprepared for the modern era. While they did have a large force, they lacked the training and technology needed to effectively use it. As such, the North's military strength peaked in the 1970s and has been steadily declining ever since. Meanwhile, the South has undergone a military transformation. Focusing on advanced technology and a highly trained force, today South Korea has the world's 7th largest military budget and the 3rd largest navy in the world. They also have the 2nd largest number of tanks in Asia and the largest number of tanks in the world. Despite all this, the North still has a larger force and more weapons. So if the two were to go to war today, who would win?